right now to NBC's Ron Allen. He is live in New Bedford, Massachusetts. Ron, what are they doing there in the harbor? Getting the boat secure?
Yeah, we've got a little bit of a situation. It's really a dangerous situation. There was a boat loose in this harbor. You can see all those fishing boats behind me. This boat, which is a pleasure craft, has been floating around for the last 15, 20 minutes, heading in this direction. And all these guys who are working here in this factory are trying to secure it because it's really a bad situation. I can see an emergency vehicle coming in direction behind me over here. It's the city of New Bedford. But yeah, it's not a good thing. This is a secure harbor. There's a hurricane barrier about a half mile out. All these commercial fishing boats are from all up and down the East Coast because this is a protected harbor. But as you can see, there's quite a strong surf. This is at least the second, maybe the third boat that's gotten loose over the last hour or so. The storm has really started to hit here in the last couple of hours. We're getting wind gusts that may be as much as I don't know, up to 40 miles per hour or so. They're saying it's going to get worse because this, of course, is the leading edge of the storm. But it looks like they pretty much got this thing under control. And somebody asked a couple of guys, hey, is this under control now?
I think, yeah, this is under control. They have it now.
So how bad a situation is this?
That's pretty scary. That could go up in there and get caught on the bridge, the boom could fall on a car and particularly kill somebody if that happens.
Really that bad?
Yes, that bad.
You've been out here a long time. You're a captain of one of the boats, right?
Yes, I'm captain of the Skull for the Avenger.
So how does this harbor look to you? Can you come back this way? How bad is this?
This is pretty bad. I've never seen the harbor like this. We came in on Thursday just so we wouldn't even be close to dealing with something like this.
Really?
And this is with the dike being closed. Never mind on the other side, boat ramps are under, the bridge on Davis Lock is under. It's pretty severe.
And I understand the waves could get even more, 4 feet or so. Is that what you're expecting?
Well, they're saying the height of the storm over here is going to be around 6 o'clock tonight, and I think there's another high tide around 8 o'clock at night.
So. Can you guys step back so we can just see what they're doing there with the boat? It seems that they've got it pretty locked down, no?
Yes, they have it locked down now. There's about 8 to 10 people working on it, as well as the Coast Guard now.
So the Coast Guard has responded. Most of you guys are just working, some of these guys are just working in this ice factory though, right?
Yeah, I think there's a Coast Guard boat over there for protection to be in New Bedford, and they started coming and they all ran out to assist. These regular people that have just been walking around sightseers.
Yeah, it's a dangerous situation. This is a protected harbor too, isn't it? I guess with a storm like this, though, protected is sort of a relative term, huh?
Correct. Like on the other side, we were doctors, as you can see, it's pretty flat over there. But over here, they're still taking a beating. I couldn't imagine, like I said, Peyton Aaron's Bridge supposedly is underwater right now.
I see.
But they have no dikes over there in Peyton Aaron.
I see. Okay, well, again, the situation seems to be getting under control here. They've got this thing tied down now. It may not be able to make it out, but some of the railing of the deck. Thanks very much, guys. Take care. Good luck. Be safe. You can see some of the rigging is bent because the ship banged into a couple of things out there in the harbor. That noise you hear in the background is a car alarm going off. Nothing to do with this boat situation. Fortunately, there are a lot of people here because this factory behind me is an ice factory. They're making ice for the fishermen who want to ice their catches as soon as they come in, and so they're anticipating more ships coming in, and of course trying to earn a living once this storm passes. The weather is actually calming down a little bit right now. Fortunately, the winds are dying down, the rain's dying down, and again, this seems to be coming under control. Yeah.
So this part, of Massachusetts, definitely no stranger to nor'easters, to big storms like this. Tropical storm Irene. Can you ask the guys what they think about it? What the harbor's like and what they think about the winds here? Is this really bad for them?
Yeah, one of the guys I was talking to said this is the worst he's ever seen. And he's a relatively young guy, but still. The last hurricane that hit Massachusetts was Hurricane Bob back in 1991, you may recall. And yes, this is a protected harbor. Yes, they are used to nor'easters here, but this is still, it's pretty bad. And again, we're at the front end of the storm, and you can see how bad that the boat is breaking loose. It seems to be breaking loose. It looks like a pretty benign situation, but there's a mast. If you can pan up, you can see that there's a mast that must be about 50 feet tall or so. And the fear, of course, is that that thing falls down and crashes on something. There must be at least 20, 30 guys out here trying to secure this along with the Coast Guard.
Are all the other boats secure there? Is it safe?
Well, yeah, if you look, you can look around the harbor. Let the camera pan around the harbor there a little bit. You can see most of these boats are commercial fishing boats. They're secure. They've been here for days. And this harbor is one of the safest on the East Coast. So there are boats that have come up here from great distances to be in this harbor protected. But beyond those commercial fishing boats, what you may not be able to make out in the haze, a lot of pleasure crafts, a lot of yachts, a lot of sailboats. And that's where this boat came loose from.
So current conditions there, Ron, right now, are you feeling any particular strong wind gusts? It's hard for us to tell because the boat is moving so much, but is it because of a gust coming in? Are you getting some of the worst weather right now? Oh.
Actually, it was worse about a half hour or so ago. It's calmed down now. A little while ago, I couldn't stand here without bracing myself, but you know, that's the fortunate thing, is that the rain has stopped, the wind has really let up, and so it's giving these guys time to try and secure this thing.
Watching that guy on that boat reminds me of like bull riding.
Well there.
It looks like he's riding a bull. I mean, at a rodeo.
Yeah, and it's a very dangerous situation. You know, I'm not an expert on boating, but a lot of bad things can happen when a boat is bouncing around in the harbor. And you know, and again, the Coast Guard is here. They're trying to respond to this. This is the last thing that anybody wants to see happen in a place like this. And as I said, there have been a couple of boats that have been that have been loose. And you know, I'm looking out in the harbor there, and it looks like there's another one that might be coming, that might be loose out there, way out there. Is that another boat that's loose out there? See?
There's several boats that are loose out there, sir, and we're doing the best we can to try to avoid any collisions within the harbor. I know Sea Tow's out there trying to respond to boats as they break loose. We've counted about 5 or 6 sailing boats that have just drifted.
What can you do? I'm sorry, we're with the Weather Channel and NBC.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You're with the Coast Guard.
Yes, I'm on the Cutter Sanibel over there, trying to ride out the storm. But the only thing you can do is just watch them drift, and Sea Tow is probably the best asset. Sea Tow is a salvaging company within the harbor here. They're out and trying to assist.
I see.
Because doing this right now, this is probably not the...
Yeah, I hear you.
We're working on it.
Thanks very much. Get back to work. Appreciate it. All right, guys, back to you. It seems again that there are several boats loose out there in the harbor. We have the Coast Guard here. We've got a bunch of other folks trying to work things out. Unfortunately, the conditions are calming down, but as I say that, here comes a squall of rain. Back to you.
That'll be the morning.
Like that. I do want to pass along some travel information there. The New Bedford Fairhaven Bridge